Hey guys, Beck and Jazzy here. I've just been revisiting a couple of old live streams and having a bit of a memory because today I had some closure. And I would like to share this because there's still a lot of you from the past. Are you from the past? That have been on this channel with me for quite a long time that you guys will get what I'm saying. You new people, you're probably not going to understand this at all. So if you're new, click off now if you like, because this is a video for my old subscribers. Guys, I am at the place where I did my very, very first video. My first video where I was actually on camera, I did it right here. And as a result of that video, I remember I had an Everlast t-shirt on and I had my hat. I always wear my hat. I got my Mack truck because I drove trucks, Mack truck. Pink bulldog, yeah. Girls got to have the pink even though we drive trucks. But what I wanted to say was this spot is the very first spot I made a live video from. Right here where I'm standing. Not long after that, a dear fellow come into my life and he needed a lot of help. And I rescued him from a very, very bad situation. And I got him some help and I put him in another situation. But I didn't put him in a situation. He ended up getting removed from that situation somehow, or it got too much for him, or whatever it was. However it went, didn't matter. I don't think it was his fault. I can't remember. However, this is the spot where it all started because this is the first video of mine he ever saw. And I saved that guy a second time and then he came to live with us for quite a while. And it is only just today, for the first time in nearly 3 full years, that I've been able to go back and listen to a live stream from us in the day. And I just wanted closure. I never knew what happened. I didn't know why. I knew what happened. It wasn't good, but I didn't know why it happened. I was left with no answers. I was left wondering, wow, was I to blame? Am I to feel guilt? What did I do? And for some reason, a dear friend of mine who's in the United States of America has been questioning me every time I speak to him. Have you spoke to this person? I said, no, I haven't. Why do you keep asking me? Kind of weird that out of the blue he just starts asking me. Nothing weird to do with him, just coincidental. No coincidences anymore kind of thing. This morning, something I've been looking for a little dog online for my daughter, and this thing come up with this individual's old Facebook page, and I could tell that he hadn't used that Facebook page since he'd lived at my house with us for going on 2 years that he lived in our house, and then mysteriously vanished. So today I had some closure. Because of that Facebook page, there were certain little details that I had forgotten. And because I've been a little bit egged on by my best matey over there in the US of A to contact him, I thought, okay, so how can I do this? His mother is not talkable because she's very old now and she's medicated. And the dad's pretty much the same. Yeah, just look at what I'm showing you. You know what you're seeing. Okay. So I remembered some details I had since long forgotten. And I made a phone call. I'm very industrious when I want to be. And I'll be honest. I'll be totally honest. I was very upset. I was very hurt. But I always told myself that I forgave. And today proved to myself in my heart that I did. Because of the way I spoke to this person on the phone, who was an in-between person between us. I had never met the person in question. They had never met me. But we both knew the individual. Do you get what I mean? And a lot of things were made very clear about this poor individual, who obviously had a lot of, let's call them head issues, okay? And for good reason. And I found out a lot. Most of the things he told me was true. And that is why I took to being his rescuer in the beginning, because I did believe him. But I also found out some things were not. But that's, that's life. However, it's funny because I forgave him for a serious issue that had occurred. And I was put to rest today as to why that occurred. And I don't believe he was to blame. And so I'm glad. This is a really good lesson for all of us, because I could have held on to so much anger and hate. Oh boy, could have I been so ticked off. And, years ago I would have been. Oh, absolutely. I would have went hunting this person. I wouldn't have stopped until I found him. And I am very, very good at finding people. And even so, if I wanted to do that this time around, I would have been able to. But that's not how we behave anymore, is it? So, it was a beautiful end to a long tragedy that started back in 2018. I'm at peace now because I know what happened to him. I'm at peace because he's okay for now. And that's all I ever wanted. That's why I rescued him the first 2 times. It was just a beautiful end. And I didn't even mean to come here today. I didn't. It's just when I got down there, I went, oh my gosh, this is where I made the first video. That when he first contacted me, our first point of contact was from that Everlast video. And I just want to tell you that not all things work out bad, And I know that he's never probably going to see this. It doesn't matter. I and the people around me know that I did continue to wish the best for him. And there's always a part of you that loves somebody as a friend if you did indeed love them from a genuine heart in the first place. So to turn around and say you hate somebody because they did you wrong, that is a lie. You're actually lying, and you're running on emotion. And then if you keep saying that hate word, it will turn into that, and you will you'll succumb to that hate, and you will be engulfed in it. And so, I am glad I handled it the way I did. I could have went full tilt ballistic. And I listened to that small, still voice that said, hey, you done stuff too. Don't you judge. Oh, yeah, but I didn't do stuff that bad. Hey, who says it wasn't that bad in a different way? Hang on a minute. And I heard all this, do you realise what the butterfly effect is? It was a very simple decision to make, to forgive and move on. And that's all I wish is the best. And I know that if we were to see each other again, because he's not mentally stable, and this person does not take drugs or alcohol, I'll vouch for that all the way home, because they're mentally imbalanced, even with medication and that, for me to enter that person's life again, even to ring them and say hello, anything, and I've got their phone number, could end in disaster, if you know what I mean. Not for me. It could open up a whole can of worms that was already closed, and I really don't want to do that. But I will say one thing to all of you. This is very important. Please listen to this. I was told that he got so fanatical that it nearly ended in death. Let's just put it that way. So how we were always balanced in that, like he was meant to leave, Like, I'm glad he disappeared in that way. You know, it hurt me. I was sad. I was worried. I didn't know what happened. But now looking back, I know exactly why it happened. I do. He was taken out of the scene, out of my scene, for a very good reason. But in saying that, this person was used and abused all his life too. And we are a product of our environment most of the time. What's happened to us. So you can trigger a person back very quickly too, even if they think they're doing well. So be very careful, because this person got very, fanatical. This person went with I would call them a Christian cult, because they'd already been kicked out of their hometown church and they started their own home one because they were cultish. They weren't kicked out because they were like you and I, radicals. No, they were kicked out because they were cultish. And some very bad things happened to him, and I am so sorry that happened to him. That is the one thing. If he would have stayed with us, that would never have happened. And I feel really sad. And but the warning there is because I could see him going that radical. I could see him starting to take it. Yes, we all took it seriously. Yes, we all take this very seriously, this stuff. But if you let it consume you and you don't have faith and you let the fear take over you, well, there's the lesson. It nearly killed this person. So close, it's not funny. So please be aware that learning none of this is any good to you if you're going to be bashing a drum walking down the street going, listen to me. If you don't listen to me, you're all stupid, because I know. Do you know, I have found the way. No, that's fanatical. Or saying, I know this. That's fanatical. I've never done that. I've said, I'm trying to figure this out. This has all been a journey for me. He came to the right place first, but because wrong things happened, he took off and then ended up in a very bad situation with very cult-minded people. And it's such a shame. However, last report is it's okay. But I cannot, and I will not even take the chance of contacting him in case I trigger him. And that is how much I care. So if we do care for people, we will let them go. If that's the best thing to do, even if it hurts us, we will let them go. And I just praise Father in heaven for after almost 3 solid years of not knowing anything, that I have today found my answers. Miracles can happen, because this is a day I never thought would come. And I didn't look for it and ask for it. It came to me. And I thank you, Father, for caring for that individual all the way through and for the rest of the days of his life. I pray for him that he finds peace that passes all understanding. In the name of the Son of Man, your Son. Thank you, Father. I love you all. Good travels, people. Hopefully I can make another video one day. This is Beck. I'm out.